guys, I'm Mike.
I'm Bob.
And this is the Board Game Rundown. We are in our Gen Con booth, 1931, 2024. We're going to give you a preview, first impression of the game. So the game, published by KOSMOS, designed by John Cooper, Corey Heath. This was a Gen Con release, straight to retail, and a lot of people were talking about this game, including me. I was really excited to check this one out. So what the gang is trying to do is what the crew did for trick-taking. It is take Texas Hold'em, a variant of poker, and make it cooperative. So what they do is they basically turn it into a 4-round game. You get your 2 pocket cards, and round 1 is pre-flop. Just with your 2 pocket cards, you're going to determine the strength of your hand without communicating, of course, other than a chip.
Well, without being specific about
Without being specific about your hand. We were kind of doing the you know, I mean, it's up to your group on how much communication you actually want to allow, but you don't want to make the game too easy or it's not that fun. But you basically just have chips that are 1, 2, 3, 4, depending on the number of player count. And you take a chip that determines the strength of your hand. So if I start the first hand with the 3-star chip or the first round pre-flop, then the guys are thinking, oh, maybe he's got
a good
pocket pair or he's got ace king.
Right, or suited in a row.
Yep, all right. So then you flop the 3 cards. You rank your cards again. So that's round 2. So, well, Mike grabbed the 3 again.
Yeah, he must have a good hand.
Yeah, he must have a good hand, but if somebody reaches for that 3 real fast, you're thinking, oh, maybe they paired up the board. Maybe they're sitting on, a flush draw or something. All right. Round 3 is the turn. You do the same thing. Rank your cards. No communication other than the chip. Round 4 is the round that matters. That's the river. And that is when you actually have to play your cards in ascending order. So you want everybody, the lowest hand to be revealed, and then the next hand to be higher. Ties don't matter.
Right,
so
tie is fine.
5-card hand, as long as there's a tie and the next hand revealed is higher, you're still good. And as long as every hand played is higher than the previous one, you've won that round, except that you got to do it 3 times. The theme is you're a gang trying to break into a vault and steal all the gold. It's co-op poker.
It's co-op poker.
Yeah, it's co-op poker. It's got vault on the cards, and then on the back, when you flip it over and you're successful, it's got gold in the vault.
Unless you're Mike and you start with the vault open, and then we're putting all the gold back and closing the vault.
It was like 2 a.m. I didn't even read the book. I was like, I'm sure
poker.
It works like this, So the thing is about it is that you also we didn't play with any of the extra stuff. Like, we saw a couple cards. Yeah. Like, we breezed through the first 3.
Easy peasy, yeah.
Like,
we did really
this
good.
Was easy.
Yeah.
So we're like, let's add some of the challenges in. And then the challenges do things like, if the flop comes out a certain way, the person with the best hand or whoever took the 1.
Yeah, the worst hand.
There's variations of them.
That's true. Well, the one we had was like you would get rid of your hand and draw 2 new cards, or get rid of 1 card at random and get another card. So yeah, it was very.
Or no communication after the flop.
That's tough.
Yeah, they add a bunch of different challenges to try to make it harder, which I do think it needs 3 players. But of course, the more people that play, just like the crew, or other games where you have to play things in ascending order, like Edo, for example, the more people you add, the more challenging it gets. So you may not need challenges in a 6-player game. 3 players was easy.
Yeah, it was pretty easy.
But do you think it worked? Was it fun?
It was okay for me. I'm not quite grabbing what all the hype was about because people were really excited about it, lining up, rushing to the booth and everything. And it was fine. I'd play it again. It's short enough to where it's like, okay, I'm out 30 minutes. But, and we're just like, it was having fun, like trying to do the pseudo communication about our hands. But I'd almost rather play the Edo, right, or something to that effect, where it's like more people think and whatnot. It was okay.
I get what you're saying there, and I'm somebody that has played a lot of poker, but I like poker. I don't love poker. My problem is I don't want to sit and play for hours. That's why I like having a big board game collection, so I can switch it up every once in a while.
Right.
I don't want to play the same game for hours on end, just the same game over and over and over and over and over. So is this enough to make me want to play it more? Yeah, but I'm not like, oh man, that was amazing. Right. I'm not there. I'm not there like I am for the crew.
A few more plays and on a couple higher player count.
The crew is still my favorite trick-taking game by a lot. I think the cooperative element is excellent. This, it's weird because you want people to know what your hand is, but you can't tell them. And it's really just about grabbing that chip. Now, is that variant enough to like? I'm with you. Like, it's all right.
It's okay.
I want to play it with more people. I want to play it more.
Yes.
I want to play it with some of my
It's
poker
literally a
buddies.
first impression.
It is his first impressions, and we played it like probably 5 rounds.
Yeah.
So we beat it, like I said, real quick. The first 3 vaults we opened with no problems.
Yep.
And then we tried a couple of different
Challenge
challenges.
cards. And then it was like after 2 a.m. It's like I'm tapping out.
Fine, but I'm not like, whoa.
In love with it, yeah.
But again, first impression, we'll add more stuff. We'll try it again, and then we'll give you a review
real
with a score.
Yep,
Yeah.
for sure.
So yeah, The Gang, published by KOSMOS. I will say it's sold out every day
Every
here.
day. Yep. I think they do like 100
first
copies
day,
every day. Yeah.
I tried more than that. I tried to get it when they opened. They sold through 100.
Oh, okay.
I came back at 2:30. Actually, they said come back at 2:30. I made it back at like 2:36. Another 100 copies were gone.
Wow.
So Friday morning, I lined up to make sure I got one of those 100 copies. And, you know, I think it's just part of it's accessible, it's easy to teach,
People
it's something
know
people
poker,
know.
yeah.
So it's like, and for the price that you had to pay for it, it's like, why not?
Super affordable.
Yeah. So there you go. That's been our first impression of The Gang from Gen Con. I was Mike.
Bob.
This is the Board Game Rundown. We'll see you next time.
And you can say the title's only 3 words.